Wes McCauley, he's the greatest referee of all time. A true Irishman. Truly dramatic. Oh, what the fuck? My goddamn thing didn't go off. I hate this fucking thing. All right, we're trying that again. This is amateur fucking hour. Yeah, I get it. Gee. Well, I don't know what the fuck, man. Now it says it's working. Oh, God, I pay extra for this horse shit. Everybody can eat me right now.
Get your money back.
Yeah. Somebody wrote me about half an hour ago, and they said, hey, listen, I really like what you did. I think it was something about, I gave a speech on the expansion a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. And he's like, man, you got yourself a sub. So I thought I'd be a wise ass and say, well, if you like amateurish dude bros that say fuck all the time, welcome aboard. And then sure fuck enough, I was joking. I think we're great. Sure fuck enough, amateur hour happens over here right at the start. I'm like, he's probably thinking, holy shit, that guy wasn't kidding. Well, apparently I wasn't. Holy shit. I was going to title this show, Please Bring on the Playoffs, because there's not a hell of a lot of stories going on. I do want the playoffs to start. I am totally fucking sick and tired of these dumbass stories. So the way I see it, we're going to spin it this way, Frenchie Ben and Jack Malay. We're gonna goof around with two things I found. We're gonna talk about something Jack found. We're gonna talk about something Frenchie Ben found, and then we'll go to your calls. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
That's great.
Sounds great. All right, cut the fucking music. All right, enough of that shit.
Enough of border.
Yeah, I actually really do. I really do like border. All right, here's what I found. All right, let's talk out to this badass that have, and Jack Malay's a Kings fan, so that makes it all the better. Can you explain? Can you lead up to the moment, Jack? There's a something goes to Toronto. Can you tell me the circumstance that actually?
Yeah, Sharks scored a goal. They needed to be reviewed. It went up. The refs didn't even review it. I think, yeah, like you said, it went to Toronto, and then when they come back, there's this long, dramatic pause speech, whatever,
and it sounded I don't know, like this. Actually, that wasn't the whole one. Here we go. Here it is. Here's the whole drama.
We have a result. Here's the announcement.
After reviewing the play, the call on the ice stands. We got a goal.
Wes McCauley adding some drama to the call.
What's wrong with adding some drama, Bob? Oh, look at that Wes, because he's Irish. His last name's McCauley, I'm assuming. Maybe he's Scottish. And he's a big showman. Running around with his fucking harp, diddly, 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 and trying to get a bunch of attention. I wouldn't know anybody like that in my family.
He sounded like a politician.
We got a goal.
Yeah! They should all do that. Everything should be turned into the WWE. Everything.
We have a goal.
We sure do.
We got a goal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. That brings new meaning to making it about yourself.
Yeah.
I am.
Referees would never do that. The NHL referees would never do that.
You're on TV. You're gonna have some perform. Oh, look at Kerry Frazier. Oh, he was the biggest attention junkie with his stupid hair. Oh God.
His beautiful hair.
Oh, I hated his hair.
He's wonderful.
I wish he would have just put a little sign in his hair. Look at me. And it turns out he's a big backstabber. He's stabbed the Brotherhood of Referees in the back several times with some articles that he wrote, revealing their secrets and shit. What a scumbag. I always thought the worst refereed games were by Kerry Frazier because there was never, he was always going to make it about him. He never did anything like this.
And then after that, Stone Cold comes out and starts stunning people.
Anti-Kopitar, if you think that you're taking out this game, you don't know my friend Joe scored on the Sharks, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold Human Resources said so. There you go. And the other thing I had was, unless you have something brilliant to say about this.
But it's the closest that I've seen from that situation with a referee in baseball. When they call a strikeout, sometimes it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really work up those strikeout calls. They get the hand motions down, and they're pretty dramatic.
That's true, but it's more part of baseball tradition than saying I don't know. You know, so I guess I'll give them a pass, so to speak. But I don't know. It's just badassery all around. I don't care.
The game was in San Jose, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Post was
That's
not.
why.
Oh, did they lock me out of NHL? I can't share my post over there anymore. Super. I'll do it to the other one then. I will bend the rules to get attention. I'm a little like McCauley myself. These bastards. Discussion. Yeah, discuss this. There you go. All right. That's pretty much what we had of that. I hope you all enjoyed that. Let's say the other thing that I thought was funny was this kid. What's his name? The revenge porn guy. What's his name? Ross. I probably should have wrote it down, huh? Let me see. What's his name? Debbie sent me a tweet for this.
Is it a Flyers player?
Garrett Ross. He's the revenge porn guy. Did you see this on TMZ? You guys know anything about this?
Revenge porn?
Oh, all right. Garrett Ross is a prospect for the Chicago Blackhawks. Okay, I thought we all knew this. All right. Garrett Ross he's a prospect for the Blackhawks. He was suspended last week when it was found that he was being charged in a crime in Illinois for revenge porn, which is a felony. It's a felony to do that. Apparently the bitch did him wrong, so he posted naked pictures of her, which is a felony.
Right.
And then I don't know. This is really funny. This guy Nick, who apparently works for, I wish he put his full name in here. He works for Chicago Sports Town Chicago. He announced this that the charges will be dropped because the revenge porn was disseminated in Michigan, so they can't charge him with a felony in Illinois because it was disseminated in Michigan. So our friend Garrett Ross is off the hook for revenge.
So his girlfriend broke up with him, and then he started posting nudes of her around the internet. Is that basically what happened?
The details have never come out exactly, and I think that's probably to protect the alleged victim. But apparently he posted pictures of this girl, which is wrong. I'm not going to say it's right. It's funny, but it's not right. And it's a felony. But the problem is he didn't do it in Illinois. Authorities determined that Blackhawks Garrett Ross was in Michigan at the time of the alleged crime. That's it. Garrett Ross is off the his hook, as Snoop Dogg would say. And I don't know. I think it's funny. This is why I need the playoffs to start, boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at this guy. So this guy Nick. The easiest way I can put a revenge porn is a felony in Illinois, since Ross was in Michigan when he distributed the video. Can't prosecute, and it's only
it's not illegal in Michigan to.
It's illegal, but it's only like a slap on the wrist.
Oh, okay.
It's an illegal slap on the wrist. I don't know. Should it be a felony? Yeah, probably should. You could really damage somebody doing that. Yeah, it should be a felony. Yeah.
I don't know. Hulk Hogan cleaned up after someone posted revenge porn of him.
Yeah. Well, was that really revenge porn? Or that was leaked porn? Well, then again, all porn's leaky. Come to think of it.
It was swinger porn.
Swinger porn. Hulk Hogan, he's a goofy guy. Yes, the alleged victim could choose to pursue charges in Michigan. However, it's a misdemeanor. And then we get social justice on your ass. If you care about Chicago Black shootout as much as you celebrate nothing minor leaguer getting off on a technicality, it's time to reevaluate things. I love how these sports reporters tell everybody how to think and feel. I don't care that the guy got off.
It's the new MO.
I think it's funny that he got off. I think revenge porn's funny. I do. And in the same way, I think it's funny to like watch people get punched in the face on YouTube. I do. I search fights and I watch these high school kids punch each other and I giggle. Is it right? No. But it's not like I'm running around punching high school kids as much as I'd like to. Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. So Garrett Ross is off the hook, and everybody's sad, because this is I don't know. Everything is better with this.
We gotta go!
Jack, you had something? You want to talk?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this last night. So the Edmonton Oilers were playing the Anaheim Ducks, and Patrick Maroon, he spent, I don't know, 5-6 seasons maybe playing for the Ducks, and then they traded him at the trade deadline. So it's the first time he's facing his former team.
Mm-hmm.
The Ducks win 2-1, and whenever the Ducks win a game, they keep the game puck and they like post it in the locker room. They got like, an ongoing, all the pucks of games they won or whatever. They save the game pucks. So after the horn went, Patrick Maroon was on the ice facing his former team. He knows they do this, so he goes and steals the game puck and he threw it in the trash. And so you can see Chris Stewart for the Ducks. He's chasing them, trying to get the game puck, and Maroon's pushing him away. The refs get involved because they don't know what's going on. And he gets on TSN, I think it was, and told him all about it. But it was, and he had a good laugh about it too. I thought it was hilarious.
That's good.
That's why I like hockey the best, because you have stories about revenge porn and stealing game pucks. And my favorite trick of all time, was somebody from the Colorado Avalanche when they were in the Stanley Cup final with the Florida Panthers, called John Van Beesbrook and says, "You can't have that stupid pink tape on." I don't know whether it's pink tape or not. You can't have that pink tape on your stick. It violates the rules, which it didn't. So Van Beesbrook took it off. And superstitious goalies were, and how the 96 Stanley Cup final went. So I like stuff like that. I do.
Yeah. We need more colorful stories like that.
Yeah.
Pure doesn't give a shit about revenge porn. Can't talk about it. I just let everybody know.
Oh. Pure silencing us again.
Yes. Well, he's liberal. Yeah.
But about the puck tricks, didn't Pronger did something when he was with the Flyers? He took the puck from another team.
Did he really?
Oh, wasn't
Sounds
it
like something Pronger would do.
Yeah, Pronger was funny. He's a funny guy.
and he was asked about it. Why have you took the puck? And he told the reporters, "I didn't touch the puck." And it's on tape.
Well, my favorite weird thing of all time was that also has to do with the Flyers was Claude Lemieux, and he was with the Habs.
Yeah.
And he would, as a tradition, be the last guy off the ice, and he would fire the puck into the opposite net. Well, Ron Hextall was having none of it. Hextall was off the ice or something like that. He tried to get back on. That was it. And the Flyers were having none of it. And they really started probably one of the more violent and epic brawls. No referees on the ice.
Oh, that's right.
And it was really great. Oh shit! I hung up on him. What the fuck? You add me to Cirque, you jerk. Go bye. I tried to add somebody to. No, I don't want to call you back. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I put you on hold because I tried to add me to contacts, you big dummy, before you want to play a joke. No, add me to contacts, you big moron. I got somebody trying to call. And he's probably going to fuck it up. You're going to hear him going, "Hello, I am Dustin Brown."
I think this year Corey Perry did something similar to that with in Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's that guy? Hoodler stuck on the ice. I guess Corey Perry, he always shoots the puck in the other team's net before he gets off the ice for warm-ups. Yeah. And Hoodler stuck around, and he wouldn't leave the ice until Corey Perry left first.
That's too funny. What do you got, Frenchie Ben? Oh, shit. Where's my thing here? What do you got, Frenchie
I don't know if I pronounce his name correctly, but the young player, Jimmy Vesey.
Jimmy Vesey, yeah.
Who's a prospect for the Nashville Predators. He's a left winger, 6'1", 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He was drafted in 2012 in the third round, and the guy decided to play his senior year in university. He's
Harvard.
a brilliant guy because he goes at Harvard,
mm-hmm.
and by doing so, he never signed a contract with Nashville. So right now he doesn't want to. And he's holding on to his idea. And if he does, he's going to become a UFA on August 15th.
Total free agent. The thing that seems so crappy about this is I searched this on Puck Daddy, and I don't know the whole story, and I'm probably going to be covering more of this tomorrow when I get the whole story. But it appears from what I can see so far, is the Nashville Predators supported his time in university, expecting him to sign. Now, he's under no obligation to sign, and he didn't. So he basically waited till he was 21 so he can become, or I guess after that time period, 22 or 21, whatever it is, to become a total free agent. So in other words, it looks like Jimmy Vesey screwed the team that was supporting him through this decision. I got to get more into it than that. But this is just give you an idea, because I got to get to the bottom of this. This is what he said at the time. They are awesome about it, VC said at the time. I think I have a really good relationship with the organization. I talked to Scott Nickel. I talked to Dave Poulier, and quite a bit throughout the whole thing. They're really understanding. So, I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah,
it sounds
and
like
David Poyle, the GM, he's an old school guy, so he's all about loyalty, and he was sure that the guy would sign with him.
Every Sharks fan ever. You're on the air.
Chomp, chomp, I eat King's Jack.
Say that again. Somebody talked.
I eat King's Jack. Chomp, chomp, I eat King's Jack.
Get the fuck out of here. Can't make fun of Jack here. That kid comes around every March to pester me. He did it last March, and he's going to do it again this year.
He's a Sharks fan?
He's from New Jersey. Big bunch of wise-ass assholes. Big armpit, you were right. You know what the funny
Because I was about to say that they're not that bright, if it's the case.
Like, eat me. You know what's really funny? I'm not going to tell you where in Woodbridge Township, but the guy who won the T-shirt contest on H1Z1 stream, he actually pretty much grew up where I grew up in Woodbridge Township, which is also the home of what's his name, Carlson on the Caps. He's from Colonia. So I'm literally sending the T-shirt back home, like where I grew up. He actually lives in, well, I don't want to say it because I don't want to give it away. But congratulations, David S., for winning the T-shirt. Please pick your T-shirt. I sent you 3 different things, and we'll actually have it in the mail by tomorrow. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I'll take your call, 718-395-7660, 718-395-7660. Add us to contacts, unlike every Sharks fan, chomp chomp. And if you want to talk, because otherwise I can't add you to the rest of the call. I allow everybody. It's a public phone. It's a public a Skype channel. You can do whatever you want, whatever. And whatever. That's pretty much it. So call in if you got something. If not, I'm getting out of here. I'm done. You know what the problem is? I'm doing so much clicking over here. I can't listen to my co-host tell stories, and I can't really react to them the way I want to.
I saw on Puck Daddy that Phil Kessel was voted as the most overrated player in the league.
Yes. Is he the
I don't
most
know how I
overrated
feel
player
about that.
He's one of them.
Really?
Course.
Overrated? I'm trying to think. Who's the most overrated player in the league? PK Subban.
Overrated?
I mean that. I'm not joking around. And I like PK. I just don't think he's as good. And another one, Erik Karlsson. All right, his skills aren't overrated, but he's overrated.
Nash.
Yeah. Rick Nash has demonstrated he's able to do it, just not in the playoffs. I don't think anybody could doubt Rick Nash's regular season stats, his potential impact, the fact that guy, I mean, he has a huge body, he's able to move the puck like he does. You know, but I mean, he's overrated in the sense where he's not good in the clutch. Jerm, from wherever the hell you are in Quebec, how are you enjoying Quebec these days?
Fucking winter is too long.
Yeah.
And, Jack, all the overrated players are all in the same team, the fucking red, white, and blue, okay? Don't bother with the rest. I mean,
What do you mean?
They all in Montreal, and we pay them a lot of money.
Yeah.
You do.
Well, you don't think PK? What are you trying to say? I don't get it. Are you trying to say that American teams are overrated or American players? I don't get it.
Well,
no, red, white, and blue, the Canadians.
Yeah, the Canadians.
I was thinking of
the
He's
other
talking about his own team, I think.
Oh,
okay. I'm talking about my own team, Tommy.
Right.
I'm still frustrated. I don't get over it.
They should hire. You know what you should do? Start a hashtag. I would love to be your general manager.
Oh man. No.
And I would fire
will not
every
be-
Frenchie into place. I would have a new policy. Instead of like you have to have the job, you have to be somewhat French to have the job. I will fire you if you are French. Do you think that would violate any laws?
I love this idea.
Well, they brought in Lou Lamoriello. He's a new East Coast guy. That's what they need. I'll even pretend I'm Catholic again and go to church over there with all you guys, with all you bead poppers over there. You know?
Jack, are you gonna win the Stanley Cup? I mean, the Blackhawks are a good team. What team are you afraid the most for the playoff?
I don't know. I'd probably stick with the Blackhawks. They've beaten the Sharks before. I don't have any faith in the Sharks. That team's too old. They've been around. Like, if they couldn't win when Joe Thornton was like 30, then in Marlowe, then how are they going to win when they're 37?
Bingo.
You know, I don't. And they got Martin Jones in goal, who's never really played in the playoffs before. It's still. I think Blackhawks are still got to be the favorite in my opinion.
I got another call.
Yeah.
I got another call. You know, Doc Emmerich, the great Doc Emmerich, you're on the air. You're doing the same jokes from last year, and you can't even. You used to be able to hold the joke to the microphone. What's the matter with you, kid? Get on the phone.
Sloppy.
Get on the phone right now. I want to talk to you because you used to be great. Get on the phone. You used to be great. All right, it's fun. You did that joke last year. We have to have a chat, Doc. We have to have a chat. You dope from New Jersey. Oh God, he doesn't learn, does he? Get on the phone. I want to talk to you. All right. Jeremy, you were saying?
Man.
No, he's.
And what about the Ducks, Jack? I mean, everybody here seems to think the Ducks can cause a surprise, the Cinderella team.
Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. It's so tight in the West. I mean, who really knows once you get in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, if the Blues get by the second round, it's a whole different ball of wax. You know, I mean, the only reason the Blues aren't in this conversation is because we're used to them finding a way to choke. The West is the better of the two conferences, clearly.
For sure. I mean, in the East, just watch the Capitals, and that's it.
I don't know if I'd call the Ducks. The Caps don't lack playoff experience. The Kings, and the Blackhawks don't. That's why I think the West there's more cups in that direction. And I really do believe the battle hardness. I've said this a million times. Another thing is the Ducks. I wouldn't call them Cinderella, just underachieving. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a real phone call, Jerm, not from that goof that keeps screwing everything up. All right.
Go ahead.
Talk to you later, brother. All right, let's try to get the callers in. Caller, you're on the phone. I know you called yesterday. I forgot your name. What's up?
Don't worry about it, Tommy. It's the dude.
The dude. That's right. I'm gonna fix that shit right now. Go ahead. What do you got, dude?
I heard him chiming in on the Ducks right there. I mean, I just figured I'd chime in, give my own 2 cents there.
Sure.
Honestly, with me, if the Ducks were going to win the Cup, it would have been last year. That's just me. And honestly, like, I look at this team we got right now, they're like, I'm not sure what it is. There's just something missing. Yeah, we went on that crazy 11-game win streak here earlier on and whatnot, but I mean,
what's missing?
What's
missing? You're getting production from Getzlaf and Perry. Your goalie is one of the best goalies in the league. Probably has a shot at the Vezina Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you guys? Who's your big defenseman?
Right now, we're second in the Pacific Division. If the playoffs were to start right now, I think we'd play San Jose.
You're just a nervous fan. I'm talking to a nervous plan going to the playoffs. That's what I'm talking to, right?
Nervous? No.
Why do you think you would have won it last year? You ran into
because the grit was there. I mean, you had
that's true.
Matt Bolesky, who was a monster and whatnot. I mean, DSP before he ended up getting traded at the trade deadline. I mean, he was a monster there. I mean, there's always your star players have to be your star players in the playoffs, but you also need something a little extra to help out Perry and Getzlaf.
I don't know. I don't know how much more you could add to this team. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
But if you had to choose, would you improve the offense or defense?
The defense. Defense.
Besides Kessler, where do you go from there? I mean, do you want more offensive power? You want more shots from the blue line?
I'd rather see more shots from the blue line and a stronger defense. Honestly, that's just me. I mean, we seem to have had a problem over the last few years, especially getting in late here in the season about finishing out games. I mean, you look at that game we had in Toronto there earlier on. I mean, we scored real quick there, get the lead there over Toronto, and then they come screaming back. And, yeah, we come screaming back with that. I mean, yeah, you can score goals all you want, but, I mean, honestly, when it comes playoff time, I mean, you got to shut down
No, that's a good point. No, that
they got really good. They got really good defense, though. I mean, they're not like.
Where are they in the stats, though, as far as best defenses overall? You know?
Do you think they made a mistake by not signing Beauchemin and taking Bieksa?
Bieksa's honestly kind of been a little bit more of a liability earlier on. I mean, he's definitely been getting better. I'd say later on as the season's been going on. Beauchemin, I honestly think it was his time to go. I mean, we do have a good young defensive core that we're starting to form around and whatnot there. But it's just something about it. I'm just not liking it. I know everyone gets on the Hampus-Lindholm train, especially over here. I'm not sold on it. I mean, honestly, people are going out there, they're saying, oh, he's like Erik Karlsson. And that's the big problem I have with Lindholm. He is like a fourth forward out there. He's like the West Coast version of Erik Karlsson.
Well, I don't know. You sound like a nervous fan to me. I think you do bring up some good points as far as maybe some questionable blue lines. They definitely got to get gritty. They definitely got to get tough if they're going to. And it's good. I mean, I just started thinking about, well, they're going to have to stop Kopitar. They're going to have to start forwards like Kopitar eventually. They're going to have to stop Patrick Kane. Jonathan Toews is the bread man. So, yeah, that could be a weakness. But, yeah, Well, maybe you're right. All right, you're right, buddy. You're gonna lose.
I mean,
you have no chance. The Ducks are fucked. That's what I'm gonna say. The mighty Bucks. The mighty. You guys are screwed. You're gonna lose. And you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. When you do lose,
we're only gonna lose if it's a Game 7.
Yeah, well,
as long as we can stay away from Game 7s, I think we're good.
Well, that's everybody. If you win in 4 games, you get. You win 16 straight, you win the cup, buddy. I mean, of course.
Yeah, Barry will slash or cross-check somebody.
Pure Justine, and he keeps yelling Hampus or Hampus. You don't. So you're not really. I mean, he has been a welcome addition to that team. I mean, you're not happy with you're not happy with the addition of Hampus.
If he was a winger, I'd be sold on him.
Mm-hmm.
But him playing as a defenseman, he jumps in when he doesn't need to jump in. I mean, it's like I said earlier. I mean, people keep calling him, comparing him to Erik Karlsson, and Erik Karlsson is pretty much a fourth forward out there anyway. I mean, no defense at all. And when you start comparing a young Swedish defenseman to another Swedish defenseman who I don't know how he won the Norris Trophy. I mean, those 2 years, but that's where I start getting into problem territory.
That's a
with
point trophy anyway. The Norris Trophy has become a point. The last all-around defenseman that won it was Scott Stevens. So it's just like whoever has the most points at the end of the year wins it. All right, man.
Well, I know Duncan Keith had it pretty good too.
That's true.
I think they should just rename. They should just rename that trophy the Bobby Orr Trophy. Honestly.
Okay. All right. Hey, thanks for the call. Hope to hear from you soon, brother. Take care, dude. Oh, where's he from? California?
Yeah.
You hear that? Kopitar. Yeah, I stepped all over that. You know what? I'm starting to realize I'm doing too many things at once. I gotta just talk. I gotta do. I have one track. I'm a man. I have a one track mind. I watch my wife.
All man.
Yeah, I know, because I can watch my wife. She can fucking change the television with her toes and feed the kid on her tit and make me a pizza and get me a beer all at the same time. Makes me feel kind of useless, but I take the beer.
She's a great woman.
Yeah. She's a wonderful woman. Wonderful woman. David S. is going for the regular Shot from the Point t-shirt. Okay, that's what you get. That's funny. I could have sent it today because I walked all over the t-shirt store to have it made, and they have some of my. They actually have some of my the logos already, and I was like, oh, I was gonna give them the live one, so I have to go back. So I didn't. It's a good thing I didn't. He just wants the regular one. I would have actually been able to get the regular one out today. They had that model. They didn't have the live thing. Patrick Glenn, you're on the air.
Hey, Tommy, how about that overtime win by the Flyers keeping us afloat?
Claude Giroux with the big 3-on-3 overtime win here. I'm Howard Cosell. This is amazing. This kid, he gets a concussion or shows concussion-like syndrome. Or syndrome, is that what it is? Symptoms. And then, lo and behold, he gets the W in 3-on-3 overtime. with the Jets. Well, you need every win you can get. What are you fucking doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Who's clicking around? What are you doing? Changing TV channel?
no.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
What were you doing?
I have no clue what is going
I'll say.
Oh, well, thanks for calling in, Patrick.
Yeah, thanks for calling, Pat. Wes McCauley, you're on the air. Nice, good job last night.
The call on the ice stands. Here we go.
Yeah. I have that clip, you big dummy. Why don't you call me in? We need to talk.
That was a bit better.
Yeah, I know. He was really good. You know what it is? I think he's been getting some poon. Last year, he was all about like perfect timing. Who was the Islander that got caught in the online dating thing? I forgot what's his name. He used to play Nick Leddy, and he called up. Hey, you know any online dating services, man? He's not on point because I think what happens is he disappeared, and he's back. Hey, did you notice the second year in a row you're calling in and your team's not making the playoffs? Isn't that unfortunate? Isn't that sad? All right. I could hear Patrick Lane. And Patrick, you can call back if you like.
Said he had a problem with this.
But I heard this sound. I hate that sound.
Yeah, he was typing a novel.
Yeah. I don't know.
Flyers could make this very interesting down the stretch. When you look at their schedule, they got the Capitals. They play the Penguins twice. They got the Red Wings. I mean, they're playing teams that they're competing with a playoff spot with. So it's going to get really intense here. I'm cheering for them. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'd like to see the Flyers make it.
I don't know if I'm cheering for them because I might have to play them. But hey, Mickey Mouse, what's on your mind?
I don't know what it is, but on my end, you guys are all choppy.
Well, just wait it out. It's like a connection. Usually the initial connection is going to be a little crappy. So
You sound good.
You sound good. Talk.
He's not there.
Hey, I'm just happy that the Flyers won last night with the killer G's, man.
Yeah, every win's important. They got to keep it going. I got to check the standings up here. I don't know why I can't see them. Where's the fucking wild card standings? Let's take a look at where Philadelphia is. They have 87 points, only 2 away from the Islanders. That's nice. And they got they're tied with Detroit, but I guess they got less OT losses. They got more OT losses. I don't know. How does this work, Jack? Somebody help me out.
We have games in hand. Plus, we're ahead of them with wins head to head this year.
Ah, well, it ain't over yet. Who's Detroit got coming up? That's more interesting.
Well, we play tomorrow, but Detroit's off.
Detroit's off. You guys playing tomorrow. I click on the stupid. Fucking Jeff's tomorrow, right about this website.
Here, loose puck for Zetterberg.
What the fuck was that? Ugh.
Detroit is against Montreal tonight.
Detroit's playing Montreal tonight.
Easy 2 points.
That's an easy.
Detroit plays
that's
tonight?
Right.
In the bag. Oh, boy.
All right.
Yeah.
If Price
I'll let
plays
you end the
tonight.
show, Tom.
All right, I'm clearing the deck. I can't take. I'm having trouble paying attention. I need my ADD medicine. I'll take Kevin Sousa's call and call it. Take care. Good luck to your Flyers. I'm kind of like losing my. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm all over the place. Kevin Sousa, update your Skype. One question, and I want to go home.
Update my Skype? Oh,
yes.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Well, yes. Well, what was I going to ask? Oh, yeah. So, Jack, how do you feel about the Kings losing to the Sharks that badly?
It's one game in the regular season. That's it. It's all you can do.
Yeah.
It's not the playoffs.
I'll tell you how you want to know how I feel about it?
How?
We gotta go!
I feel great.
That was the highlight of the game, though. The
was.
referee, he stole it. He stole the show.
Yeah, he did. Every time. Wes McCauley.
We gotta go!
That's going into the bin of sound bites for sure.
Yeah, it's a keeper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why anyone else does that. It makes the game so much more entertaining.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be a show, and the problem is when they start doing that shit and get away with it, they start to think people are coming to see them, and we can't have the referees thinking that. You know?
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm a little. Look to me, and fans bitch about this the most. Announcers, they're the ones that get the most shit for being showmen. Well, that's exactly what they're fucking doing. You know, the referees are supposed to be impartial. They're not supposed to be putting on a show. They're just going to say, they're just supposed to say, go Los Angeles and get the fuck off the camera. You know?
Right.
I don't understand why people keep saying that Jack Edwards sucks when he's announcing for the Boston Bruins on Nesson, a channel only
Jack
for people
Edwards,
in New
Mike
England.
Lang, that dope in Buffalo. They're all the best. They're the best, and they're all homers. That's the one thing they all have in common.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're all homers. It doesn't matter if an announcer has a bias. It will not change the outcome on the ice, and most of the time they're entertaining people that already like the team. I don't even care if they do it on NBC or they're like Doc Emmerich. Oh, I've got to be impartial because I'm the biggest. And he's no secret. He's the biggest Martin Brodeur fan on the planet.
Yeah.
Thank God.
He broadcast the Devils for years.
Yes, he did the Devils for years. He has a personal relationship with Martin Brodeur from what I've been told. Maybe I'm wrong. So who cares? But this fucking joker does this shit, and everybody's like, oh, that's cool. That's great. You know, and I admittingly, it's badass. But they're not supposed to be doing that. And I'm glad they have helmets on. Otherwise, they'd all have fucking mohawks or look like Carrie Fraser. Carrie Fraser's hair. They should be. You know what? If there was a referees Hall of Fame, they should. I don't know. Put his hair in there. Looked like he was wearing a wig for 20 years. Everything. All right, get out of here, kid. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
All right, I've had enough. I gotta find a new way to. I gotta find a new way to be able to pay attention to everything because I got too much shit going on. That's my problem. And I lose focus. Because it's amateur hour right here on the Shots from the Point Hockey Channel. Boy, all those guys were right. I suck.
He's no Joe Cronin.
I'm no Joe Cronin. Damn right. I'm not Joe Cronin was getting death threats, from what I heard.
Death threats.
He's getting death threats. Jack Belay doesn't know what we're talking about. Sean's like, I'm getting death threats. I'm not going to stop making another video. I'm going to do it for the people. If I just get one like, I will perform for that one person, despite the death threats. This is Sean's View Entertainment. Jesus Christ.
Here for the masses.
Here for the masses. I do it for one like. Sean's View Entertainment. I might have to go to the police. I don't need these death threats. Death threats. I was going to do it I stopped because I left the Cronin show, but I was going to do I wrote a rap song called Death Threats with an F, and I got a goofy hat that he always wears, and I was gonna bang the bongos and start yelling on the camera, making fun of him, but then I was like, I'm really doing this for Cronin, so probably not. So I just bagged the whole idea. Anyway, Phil Kessel named the most overrated player. We already covered that. USA defeats Canada 3-1 in the Women's Junior Championship. Congratulations, ladies! Go beat those knuckleheads. How do you think we're not world champions? We're talking
from Canada.
What's that?
No, we have to give some chances to Americans.
Get the fuck out of
here.
Here we go.
The girls, not the girls. The girls are pretty even with you guys. With you girls. I don't know. Yeah, the Canadians are good. The other problem with the women's. Puck Daddy has been pumping fucking sunshine up that fucking league's ass. The women's league. Nobody goes.
No.
It's 14 league. Like, what did I see the other day was written about the women's league? It's like it's a 2-team league. It's 4 teams. You know,
I know. There's high school games that get bigger attendance than
it looks like a high school game.
Yeah.
It looks like if you ever watched them, because I do on YouTube every so often for as long as I can take it. And it does looks like a high school game. It's gonna come as a big surprise to everybody out there. The reason women's hockey is not that popular has nothing to do with sexism. It's because nobody wants to watch women's hockey. It's just that simple. That doesn't. Oh, are you rooting against those girls? No, I hope they make $1 bazillion. They're not. It's actually. I found out what do they have, a $30,000 set? Like no player can make over 30 grand. You can't live on 30 grand in the United States in 2016. Nobody can, unless you're in the military when your house is paid for. That's about it. So it's not even. They're amateurs. They're not even paid professionals. No one can live off of 30 grand. Nobody. You know, and Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see the men play hockey. Why the fuck would they want to see the women? This is and Puck Daddy's pumping sunshine on their ass and try to make you feel guilty if you don't care about it. Nobody cares about it. They're going to scratch it for the Olympics because nobody cares about it. Because the United States and Canada are the only people that can play it. It's the God's honest truth. Do I want it to be eliminated? Do I want the league to lose out? No, but it's nobody. Here's the reality. Nobody wants to see them play hockey.
Or a very small amount of people.
And no matter how much guilt you put into it, it's not going to change anything. They're fantastic athletes, particularly the hustle. Having the league is good for the American girls to keep them going. But I think they should just be annexed by the Canadian League. But you know why they probably can? Because that would add 4 more teams to their league, and they can't afford it. It's just strictly financial. Nobody wants to see it. Gordie Howe on Thursday. What is that, tomorrow, right? Yeah. Gordie Howe tomorrow. He'll, today's Tuesday.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. We'll celebrate his 88th birthday. Let me tell you something. Every day, every breath out of that man's mouth makes me feel better about my masculinity. I tell you something. There's nobody like Gordie fucking Howe.
He's a real man.
You know what Jake Link says?
When men were men.
Yeah. Tell me about it. You know what Jake Link says? When he dies, they're all going to blame it on concussions and shit.
He just died at 100.
Well, you know, we lost another player to the horrors of the NHL, hiding their concussion, whatever they call it. That's why Gordie Howe left us early. He's 88 years old. Oh, man. He's only a few years older than John Cherry. Well, I'm thinking about it. All right, whatever. Let's get the hell out of here. Last night in the National Hockey League, Claude Giroux scores a big overtime winner, leading the Philadelphia Flyers over the Winnipeg Jets in overtime. 3-2 is your final. Columbus Blue Jackets, they were in Capital Land, and they got the cap smacked out of them 4-1. 4-1 Washington over Columbus. The Buffalo Sabres, they were Detroit. Detroit takes them 3-2, and they need every single game. Every single game. Every single game. Absolutely. Here's a team that doesn't need every single game. The Tampa Bay Lightning. They hosted the Toronto Maple Leafs. Bishop gets a 3-0 shutout. And Victor Hedman has a goal and an assist. Victor Hedman. Here's the most underrated player in the league right there.
Yeah.
You don't hear much about him. He's brilliant. Yeah. Victor Hedman.
He's really good.
He's a really good player. Colorado, they take the Preds 4-3. Anaheim, Mighty Punks, take the Anaheim. Whatever.
And do you know that Jerome had a fight yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did.
And that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get off the air is check out a Jerome again. Jackman. I hope he jacked him up. Did he? Did he win a fight? Don't tell me. No, tell me. Did he win a fight?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't.
Yeah, you should go watch it, Tommy. How about that?
Oh, shit. It's getting old. I can tell in your voice. It's getting old, Jerome. What are you going to do? I don't give a shit, Jack. He was the baddest motherfucker for how many years? How many years, Jack?
Absolutely, a long time. Jerome McGinley, great player. I don't know why he went to Colorado.
Because it looked like
I take that. I know why he went.
Because it looked like they were cup contenders, and then the whole thing fell apart. That's why. And since you enjoyed Jerome McGinley's fight so much, I'm going to enjoy announcing this. The San Jose Sharks, they beat the Los Angeles Kings 5-2. Joe Thornton with the game winner over the Los Angeles Kings, their rival. Anybody lose a fight in that game? What did you say?
You can't win them all.
No. You try to, but you can't win them all. Calgary Flames, do you really care? I don't. Next, 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Boston's in New Jersey. Take on the Devils. New York Islanders, they host the Carolina Hurricanes. And Buffalo's in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to keep rolling, or they're not going to keep rolling. They beat them the other night. They're probably going to beat them again. Buffalo Sabres. Jack Eichel makes great line changes. 7:30 Eastern Standard. Detroit Red Wings, they're in Montreal to take on the Habs. Toronto Maple Leafs in Florida. Scratch the Cats. And the Chicago Blackhawks, they take on the Minnesota North Stars. That's right, I said North Stars. 8:30 Eastern Standard. Preds in Dallas. A Dallas team without
Sagan.
Is Sagan French? He's not French, right?
No, he's not.
That's a French name, though, right?
Yeah.
No, so he's like French American or whatever he is. No, he's Canadian. Is he Canadian or American?
He's Canadian.
Canadian.
Ah, oh well. I'm always disappointed. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, Colorado Avalanche. They take on the St. Louis Blues. Hope the Blues have a good playoffs runs. And the late night game, Knuckleheads and Sharks in Vancouver. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. From Jack LaLay, Frenchie Ben, we're going to say it for the last, no, well, it probably won't be the last time. Oh, you know what? Before I do this, oh no, well, get out of my crease. Perfect, absolutely perfect ending for a technical nightmare day.